What's up, everybody? You are now listening to Save It for the Booth, where opinions meet truth and lies get the boot. With your girl Cocaine and Punk. Woo, woo. Ow! No one said anything but me.
Y'all know I'm not for theatrics.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
This is the
Real shit.
the real deal. So who do we have? Can you introduce yourselves?
I'm Cocaine, Coke Killer, and I got next to me my homie. Who?
Punk, I thought you was gonna do it for me
I'm
since you was
not.
on the road.
I'm not. And then we got a guest here rocking with us.
Suga Montana.
Suga Montana. Yes. Suga Montana. What up? How's everybody doing?
Hi.
What's today?
So I don't know which
Tuesday?
one of you niggas I'm snorting since y'all both white, sugar and cocaine.
Ooh.
But I'm on y'all.
Yeah, you couldn't even introduce yourself properly. It's cool. It's all good. You sit over there and be cool how you be cool.
That's all I can do. So someone asked
Okay.
cocaine. I think it was why do men think women can't handle the truth?
Yeah.
What was it?
So,
Why do men think women can't handle the truth?
yeah. So, someone, being me, I asked that question. So, let's just put it out there. Randomly, this is why. First of all, we didn't even say save it for the booth, right? This is why we save it for the booth, because Punk be talking shit all the time
You be
during the
asking white
week.
questions.
And we got to save it for the booth. So I asked the question, why do men think women can't handle the truth? So, Punk, as a man, let me know what up.
Because when we tell the truth, y'all act emotional, get all discombobulated, rah.
Who is
Which
rah-rah, man?
That's the attitude, y'all be rah-rahing and shit.
Okay.
Which insinuates that y'all can't handle the truth.
hmm
And your reasoning behind y'all can't handle the truth is,
No, that you can handle it.
I digress. Like, I don't agree with that.
so why can't y'all handle the truth?
I can't answer that because I feel like we can handle the truth. So I'm not going to say that we can't, because a lot of times men aren't honest.
We ain't talking about that part.
Truth equates to honesty.
But you said aren't. We not talking about when they lie. We talking about when they tell the truth. Why can't y'all handle it?
I ain't never heard it, so I can't.
So ain't no nigga never told you the truth.
No. Well, okay, I'm gonna say this, right? Let me
That's that
back up.
bullshit.
Let me back up.
Oh,
Let me
okay,
back up.
come on.
Because
Reel it in.
I
Reel it in.
have,
Back it up.
I have, and I'll give you a perfect example. I was like feeling this dude, right, for a really good minute, and I let him know what was up. He flat out told me, like, nah, like, I can't do it. He told me why he couldn't do it and everything. Rah didn't even exist. I appreciated the fact that he let me know what it was. I was on his bumper, okay,
Because he told you the truth.
for a long time prior to him telling me the truth. Like, I was kind of like,
So what you do
I
after
was
he told
praying,
you the
like
truth?
PREY. I was praying on this nigga for a minute, like just checking him out, scoping the whole scene, everything. When he told me that, I was like, all right, cool. It did nothing but make me want him more. But I wasn't like with the shits, like, oh, I'm gonna be mad or whatever the case may be. I'm trying to figure out, like, damn, why this nigga ain't feeling me?
Is that handling the truth?
Yeah, because we were still friends. We were still friends. We were still communicating regularly and everything. And you know what happened?
Now he on your bumper.
Man, this nigga. All right, listen. Okay,
But you wanted
Linda,
him more because he told the truth.
It just,
So
it
you ain't just
it-
walk away like, oh, okay.
But I
this
fell
ain't what you
back.
want.
I fell back. I wasn't no longer like trying to push myself onto him. Not like that's what I was doing, but I let it be known that I was interested in him. But he let me know that he wasn't interested in me like that for X amount of reasons, and I respected it. But
So all that shit is positive and all that. So if
So
a
you wanna
nigga
hear some
come,
negative
if a
shit.
nigga come tell you, hey, I cheated on you because XYZ, you gonna be like, oh, okay.
no, it's never no okay. It's never no okay.
So what is
but
it?
It don't.
got stories about the truth.
Cause I want to get to the nitty gritty, not
But it
the not
wasn't
the.
and first of all, I've never been told that I cheated on you. I found out that I got cheated on. So if I come to you and ask you
Did you cheat?
what it is when
Yeah,
I
baby.
already
Some
know,
shit happened. How
okay,
do I know
so
you know?
I'm gonna let Montana tell her stories because
No, seriously.
he
How
got
do I
to.
know? If you come to me like you been cheating on me, I'm supposed to assume you knew. Some niggas gonna lie
No,
until
because
you gonna have to
more than
show me a
likely,
picture.
more than likely, women when we know, we got proof. We ain't coming to you. We ain't insinuating. We ain't doing none of that. We got receipts, so we already know. We know her name. We know her phone number. We about already had a conversation with her and know how long y'all been rocking, what y'all been doing.
So you
So
saw me getting my dick sucked.
we come to you.
No. Okay.
We come to you and we ask
No face,
who is
What you
who.
say?
no face, no case.
That's how y'all feel.
But your woman gonna know what your dick look like. Come on, like even if you you talking about
So you saying
saw
you got
me.
pictures? You saw it.
We got receipts, dog. That's
I'm
it.
just asking what's the
Okay, I'm a pass the mic real quick because
Okay.
Montana got stories, so I want her.
yeah.
I want her to get her story out because
Ain't no nigga
the
told you the
reverse
truth
question is coming. It's coming.
The what?
The reverse question.
You getting too far ahead. We
I
want
said
to
it's
we want to
coming.
hear when this truth
I
was
know,
told
let's
to
go.
Sugar.
Okay, my baby daddy, he got 1,000 baby mamas, but you know,
Including you, or you 1,001?
no, I'm probably
No,
99.
Oh,
But no,
shit.
like that back and forth question and stuff that you was talking about, like if you go to a man and be like, "Is you cheating on me? I know you cheating on me. Like, just tell me the truth." And he was like, "All right, I'm finna tell you the truth. When I'm mad at you, I go to her. If I'm mad at her, I come to you. Now what?" And all I said was, "Okay." I was like, "Okay." I handled the truth my way. So that means
Y'all some real special individuals.
that
That's what that shit
means
mean.
that
Cause y'all
means
know goddamn well that shit ain't happening like that
it did
regularly.
happen. Okay, it don't happen like that regularly.
Okay.
But if you asking a question and you telling me like the cheating part, like it's up to me how I'm gonna deal with it. It's up to me either I'm gonna let you go, be about your business,
It should be. Yeah.
or I'm gonna just be like, okay, now we gonna both be. When I'm mad at you, I'm gonna go fuck with him. If I can okay, that's how it's going. I'm gonna do the same thing, and then I'm gonna see how you handle it.
Handle what?
How you handle that truth.
We ain't finna be snooping through y'all shit to know what
It's
you
not.
doing.
I didn't even have. You don't even really have to. You don't have. Sometimes you don't even have to snoop though.
What you finna
Sometimes
do? Sit the shit in my face like, yeah, I just got through fucking dude.
some dudes,
Don't exclude that.
Some dudes
some
do
dudes,
snoop. Yeah.
some dudes snoop.
Some dudes do snoop.
They
Yeah.
do. But
But
some
statistically, cause y'all love statistics, niggas ain't digging all into y'all shit like that. Y'all think men don't know when y'all fucking around? We know. We just don't be that concerned with what y'all doing. As long as y'all ain't acting a fucking fool at the crib, we not digging into that shit like that.
wow. So
I
you're
call bullshit.
so so if your lady you found out she was cheating on you, you just gonna be like, long as she ain't acting a fool in the crib.
No, that's not what I said. The same way y'all feel like y'all know, and then y'all go snooping and looking and trying to figure
But
out.
sometimes we ain't got to snoop though.
Listen to what I'm saying. Y'all get the looking and snooping and trying to figure out. Men be having those them intuitions, y'all call them. Men have that shit too. We just don't
Where
be
y'all intuition
digging
at?
like y'all.
Eyes in our gut. Where y'all's at?
In their penis when they feel like the hole ain't tight enough.
Where y'all's
That
at?
sound about right. Maybe that's possible.
Somebody knock this back a little back. Somebody knock that back
Possibly.
a little bit.
That could be possible.
Some new moves come out. Or she starts sucking your dick a little bit differently. Like, hold on now, baby. Where this come from?
Fuck taught you that.
I was watching porn.
You ain't watch no porn with me, so who you was watching porn with?
I was here by myself. You was at work.
That sound good.
But if you know your lady, then you know it's possible.
Everything is possible.
Can you handle the truth though?
It
Can
depend
men
on
handle the truth?
it depend on what the truth is.
Okay, so
You what? You speak. It depend on what the truth is.
coke killer. You're what?
Montana got the mic.
Oh, okay, coke killer. Yeah.
I'm just saying. So if your lady came to you and said, I started sleeping with somebody else.
Can I handle that?
Yeah.
No. I don't want to handle that.
Okay.
Fuck you, the boat you came on, and all that other shit. Like, I'm going to have a fucking issue. But I'm not finna stunt like, oh, yeah, I can handle it. No, who the fuck want their significant other to be cheating?
Right. So
Let's be real about it.
I get that though. And
Right.
it's not like I don't think that myself and Montana is not being real about it, but realistically a lot of men aren't honest. And a lot of men aren't honest because of let me
Men lie,
finish.
women lie, numbers don't.
Let me
Everybody lie.
let me finish.
It's about how they handle the truth.
That's what we talking about. We
But
ain't
I
talking about the
don't-
lying part because everybody lie.
Sure.
Women lie just as much as men, if not more.
I don't lie.
I'm just saying though. Men think women can't handle the truth, but a lot of men aren't honest enough to even find out if we can or if we cannot because of the stigma that's already built up behind it or anything that's happened in the past with another situation with them before. Where
So
they
it
feel
happened
like
before.
the next woman. This is what I listen to what I'm saying though.
I'm listening.
Because everything is based off a stigma or a stereotype or something that has happened prior to whatever it is that's happening now with you and that individual.
Kind of like the niggas ain't shit stigma.
Who
Some
is
shit
saying
prior
that?
oh my lord. So ain't nobody saying niggas ain't shit. Niggas
Like,
is
ain't
dogs.
shit, they
Niggas
dogs.
Niggas ain't shit.
been dogs since I don't know how long.
I mean, women are
and
dogs
that's
too, though.
No.
We
Y'all
ain't.
ain't. But don't try to ease out of that one. Cause
I ain't
you
easing
want
out
to
of
make it
mine.
like it's a stigma.
It is.
Is the reason why men feel like women can't handle the truth.
It is.
But y'all been calling niggas dogs for how long? That's a stigma.
Where is it though?
Is it though that women can't handle the truth?
I,
You see
I
how
don't
that
think
work?
so. Okay, so when we talk about women, right? How are we solidifying this? We saying some women or all women. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not all women.
Ain't nothing
At a certain
100%
point,
to nobody.
at a certain point,
It ain't all men. It ain't all women. Nothing is 100%.
at a certain point, I guess you have a select few, which probably majority rules, where a lot of women can't handle the truth, and maybe that's why you so stuck on what your thought process is around it. But there are women out here that's cool with whatever it is that's popping off, but you just make sure that you be cool with what's popping off with me too. If you dishing it, I'm about to take it, but best believe I'm finna dish it too, and that's just how it's finna go.
You know how y'all got stories. I got stories too.
I got you.
Well, I done told motherfuckers the truth, and they still was in their feelings, acting the fool, because they got told the truth from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So now all this time later, you want to act the ass for what?
But it's
As
just-
if I
it's-
didn't tell you the truth.
You know what? So this brings me to something too, though, right? Because why is it that when you tell a man like that's trying to get at you, and I already know the answer to this, but I'm gonna say it anyways. You tell a man that's trying to get at you like, nah, I'm good. You know, you tell him the truth, like, you know, I'm in something right now. I'm doing this, that, and the third. And they act like they respect it, but the chase is real. I mean, they put on their best running shoes,
Who
right?
fault
They
is
tie them
that?
up tight, and they be ready to go.
Who fault is that?
That's his fault, because I done told you already that I'm good. If I say I'm good and you still wiping off the bottom of your shoes like you in a basketball
Wait.
game,
You going somewhere else. If I tell a female the truth in the door, and she get pissed off later on down the line, run this by me. How
but okay, so
this my fault again? Cause the truth was told.
it was told,
That motherfucker couldn't handle it.
right? And you knew that though,
I knew what.
that she couldn't handle it.
Why is that on me to know that? If I told you the truth,
You
then
saw
what?
that she couldn't handle it, so it's not on you to know it.
Why is that on me? So now I gotta tell the truth. Then I gotta think for you to know that you ain't gonna handle the truth. So I should have lied to your ass. Which way you
No,
want? I'm
if you
confused.
telling me,
Which way you want
if
it?
you tell me the punk, if you tell me the truth, right, and I'm like I'm feeling you, and you like, well, I ain't feeling you like that.
No, I might be feeling you, but I can't get in nothing serious with you. So we can just do whatever it is that I can do.
Which is
Don't
what?
tell me you okay with that. Don't tell me you okay with that, and then 6 months down the line, now it's some other shit.
That's
What you
because,
mean? I
that's
told you the
because
truth
you
way back
still,
then.
because you are still enabling this person and mentally to make them think that there's a possibility.
How if I told you the truth way back, way back, way back?
6 months ago.
So this you handling the truth.
6 months ago.
Everybody got a role to play. That's all I'm saying. Everybody got a role to
Yes.
play. If you know that you can't do, if you know that you can't do anything for a female,
I can do something. I'm doing something for you.
I'm breaking your back.
I gave you what you gave me, boo, a nut.
I just think that's so shady. I
Why
think
is
that's
that
shady.
shady? So this is why we think women can't handle the truth.
But-
Me telling you the truth, I'm shady. Because you decided to keep indulging in some shit that I told you this is how it is. Now I'm shady. It ain't on you, the person who made the decision to keep fucking with me, even though I told you the truth in the door. It's on me, and I'm shady.
I think that comes with a certain maturity level, honestly, because just like the man that I was just speaking on, who later on down the line, whatever was happening between us, it happened. But at that time, he knew that what I wanted, he couldn't give to me. So therefore, even if he and I were talking, he never led me on to think that there may have been a possibility. He knew what I wanted. He knew what I wanted, and he was cool with knowing that, but he was cool enough to still be my friend, not tell me things or feed into certain things. It's like a certain level that you reach with a person where I respect you enough. You cool, we friends, we gonna build this friendship, but I'm not gonna lead you on knowing that I can't do for you what you need me to do.
What is the lead on if I told you I ain't doing none of that?
I get what Punk's saying. I get what he's saying.
Now I'm immature
'Cause, right.
because you decided to keep indulging in some shit I told you the
It's
truth.
not.
But I told you what
okay,
it
look,
was.
I'm
I
like,
told you the truth. Like how you can't have it both ways. Either you want me to lie to you or you want me to tell you the truth. And then when men say you can't handle the truth,
But I'm not saying
nah,
it's her
that's some
fault either,
bullshit.
though. I'm not saying it's her fault either, though. That's why I say everybody got a part to play. They do.
I played my part by telling you the truth because you said
Right.
you want the truth.
Right, and she said that, okay,
So
that's
now
cool,
all that's
I can
on you.
handle it. And so y'all keep going on, and then 6 months later down the line, what happens?
Nothing.
She in her feelings because she wants something that I told her wasn't going to happen 6 months
But
ago.
let me ask you this. Did you know or think that at some point, because Punk, I know you, and you are one of the most emotional men that I know, and there's nothing wrong with that. You are one of the most in touch with your feelings type of men that I know. So you trying to tell me that there was no point in time where you felt like there's a possibility that something more or somebody or she's gonna want more
yes.
at some point.
I
But it
felt
didn't
like,
matter.
I felt like that day one. So that's why I told you day one,
That's some ain't shit
this is
type
what
shit.
it is. Nah, I ain't shit. See why women can't
That's
handle
some
the
ain't
truth?
shit type shit. It ain't.
See
no.
why y'all can't handle the truth?
No, that I don't think that correlates to each other.
I just told you, watch out. Don't include me in that.
How they don't correlate? The truth is the truth.
No, I understand that. I don't
how
follow
don't-
it. I don't follow it.
You
It
don't
just-
follow the truth?
I don't.
So
I
you
don't
want a
follow
nigga to
that
lie to
bullshit
you.
that you saying.
Why is that bullshit?
Because it don't sit with me, bro. That's it. That's
The
it.
truth don't sit with you.
No, the
That's
shit
why
you
niggas
saying
lie.
don't shit to me. No, don't. We're not gonna sum up this topic with saying the truth don't sit well with me, because I can definitely handle the truth or whatever it is. But only thing I'm saying is, and it don't. There's not gonna be no closed door to this topic, so we could definitely move on from it. But I
Sugar
don't
got
have
something to say.
I don't have to agree with
You don't have to agree.
okay, so we gonna
You
leave it at
just
that.
Letting us know you full of shit.
No,
with your
you
truth.
full of shit. You full of shit. Like, we ain't even finna do that. You full of shit.
As long as it sounds like I'm telling the truth.
I feel like I'm the judge right now. I feel like I'm the judge right now because I get what both of y'all saying. Cocaine, you basically saying in other words that women are emotional creatures and they really can't handle the truth because they be in their emotions after 6 months of I already told you the truth on what it is and what it's gonna be.
Exactly.
And then you come around the block like, I need something more from this man besides
What he told me he could
getting my
give.
back broke.
Exactly.
Because that's basically like all you gonna get, really. Probably get a couple of nails done or something, pedicure.
Maybe, yeah.
But I get what cocaine saying, and I get what you saying. I get what you saying more because
You with that nigga shit?
I ain't finna let
Why
nobody.
is that
I'm not
nigga
finna let
shit?
nobody. If you tell me the truth,
Don't
if
that
you,
sound fucked up? The truth is nigga shit.
If you tell, I mean, she said that about me all the time. If you tell me the truth in the dough, then, and I know what it is, I'm not finna think I'm finna get.
Answer at your own risk, basically.
Cause the truth was told.
That's what it is. Like if
Ain't
you
that what
tell
you
me
want?
if you tell me what it is in the dough, and I'm not gonna be peeking over fences looking for something else.
I guess I just got a different outlook and view on everything.
You want a nigga to think for you.
Nah, it ain't that.
Yes, it is. Because if you want me to pause and
It's
say,
that-
damn, you gonna fall in love with me, so maybe I should cut this off 3 months in. I gotta think for you. I don't want to do that. I want to tell you what it is, how I feel, what I want. Give you the decision. Give you the decision.
First of all,
Give you the decision
No.
if you want to indulge in that or not.
I'm gonna say this.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Listen, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna close it because I'm different in my way of thinking from a lot of people. I am very,
Me
and
too.
and this is no shade to nobody, but I am very more considerate
Me
about
too.
how. Can I finish?
Yes. I'm just agreeing with you.
I'm very considerate of other people's feelings,
Me
and
too.
I look further if I'm messing with somebody, or even like now, like a couple shorties hit my line trying to like link up, and I already know what it is. So I'm not about to lead you on at all. I'm just not.
You not okay.
Because
I'm gonna let you
the
finish.
thing
Go
about
ahead.
it is, like, whatever it is that they want, I already know that I ain't it. So I'm not even gonna enter into that space. When you tell me, same thing. When you tell me that, I had a guy who was like, he wanted. I want to give you this, I want to show you the world. I want to take you places, let's go out and let's just have fun and experience life. Let's just talk about the stars, the sun, the moon, the rain, all of this shit, right?
Yeah.
And I knew that,
Talk about the stars.
and I already knew that wasn't a move for me, because he in turn wanted something more than what I knew that I was capable of giving him. So instead I said, I can't do that right now. So I let you go.
You see the difference? You stopped right then and said, "Nah, I'm good." You didn't indulge.
And you
And then
did,
6
though.
months later say, "Oh, now I won't." No, it's a completely different thing.
It ain't that different, because
Yes, it
even,
is. He
no,
gave you
because-
your choice, and you made the choice not to because you thought long term. But if I give you a choice and your ass think right now, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get this," and then 6 months later, I might change this nigga. That's on you. That ain't on me.
This happened for like 4 months though. And he continuously kept coming around wanting. And I saw him a couple times. We went out a couple times, all of that stuff. But had I continued
But you was honest
to,
telling him you wasn't on that?
Yes.
Okay.
But he kept coming back. Had I been the type of person that you are,
Damn,
and
that I am.
I was like, all right,
truth
cool.
teller.
All right, cool. That's your truth though. There's nothing wrong with your truth, punk. This is my truth, is what I'm saying. Because I told this nigga the same very thing, and he still was on my bumper. He didn't care. He was still
Because
hitting
the
me up. He
nigga
was still
wanted
texting
you.
me. Cool.
Right.
Same difference is when Shorty wanted you, right?
And this is what I'm
and
saying.
I could have allowed him to enter into
how
my
that
space.
how that nigga feel now?
I don't know.
But you don't have to feel bad for however he feel, because
I'm
you
not
told him
saying
what it was in the
I'm
door.
not saying I do. I'm not saying nobody. Nobody needs to feel bad. The only thing that I'm saying is that
But you
that's
trying to make it like I'm a demon.
no.
Like I
Is
should have
that how
left
you
her
feel?
alone.
Is that how
Like
you feel?
yes, like I'm a
Oh, that's
demon.
on.
Like
Hey,
oh, you should have left her alone
hey.
because you knew she
I
was
ain't
gonna
put
be
that.
feeling
I ain't
like.
put that smoke on you. You did
You
that.
did say that. You said me knowing that she was gonna feel some way, I should have left her alone.
Listen,
Why is that on me?
your truth is your truth. My truth is my truth. I wanna kind of
But
switch
what's
gears a little
go
bit
ahead, switch
because
gears.
we can
Because the
continue this
truth is
another
a lie.
time. I mean, your truth is your truth, right?
Yeah, I'm into the truth. So
Right.
my
So
somebody
I'm into the whole thing of what Punk's saying.
somebody
Like,
somebody
if
told
you if somebody if a guy approaches you and y'all go on a date or whatever and he say like, look, I'm not looking for nothing long term. I don't want this, I don't want that. This is what I want. It's either you can accept that
or
or go
not.
about your business. So if you choose to accept getting what he offering and you end up in your feelings, that ain't on the dude.
Dude,
That's like on you.
I learned that shit from a lady.
And that's even the other way around. Like even like how you told Buddy. If you told Buddy like I ain't on none of that and he's still coming around, like
That's on his
you
goof ass for still chasing.
you feeling on how that you feeling how you feeling for what? Cause I already told you what it is. I don't want none of that. So like you make everybody make choices for themselves.
I got
As long as you, and that's what somebody told me. This real smart lady, my mother, she told me,
shout out to your mama.
give everybody their own choice.
I got it.
All you got to do is tell the truth and give them their choice, and they can make the choice that they want to make. Then it ain't on you. If they feelings get hurt, that ain't your fault.
Right.
Because you gave them their choice. Everybody
Right.
got choices to make in life.
I got it. I get it.
Right.
Everybody's truth is their truth. But
I'm really upset with that.
I
I'm
am
really
too.
upset.
That everybody's
really-
truth is their truth.
I'm
Like
really upset with that
It
only
is,
because
though.
I'm
It's
really upset
different.
with that only because like what it's if what's so hard to say like if the you was messing with this person even after you told her the truth and you told the truth now she feeling you so now you should just finna dump her. It sound mean. When I already told you if you messing with a dude if you messing with a dude and the dude be like in the beginning.
I'm married.
I ain't on nothing. Oh, even if he say he married, but I'm not on nothing. This is what I'm on. This is what I can offer you, and you accept it.
Yeah.
And then on down the line, like I'm feeling you. Is it something that he telling you, like oh he whispering sweet nothings in your ear and you like sucking it up, or is it just like I start feeling you too much, so maybe you should bag up.
well, let me just clear this up. This situation has never happened to me before, so I don't, and I can't remember a time where I've been in a situation with somebody that told me, this is what they wanted and this is what it was. This is all that they got for me, and I still decided to go. So that's why I say y'all truth is y'all truth, my truth is my truth, because that's just
because every time you fuck with somebody, you want it all, huh?
I can't relate to it because that's how I move.
Because every
And-
time
okay,
you want
so that's
every
what I'm
time you want
saying.
it all every time.
I want what I want the same as anybody else.
Is it you want it all every time? Because
So-
sometimes you might just want some dick. So if a nigga be like, "That's all I got to offer," you might be like, "All right, that's cool."
Yeah, that ain't my move.
So you want it all? Like
That
I
ain't
just-
my move.
like-
It just ain't
and
my
I
move.
get it.
But
I get it.
speaking of dick, though, right? What there was something that I read about a husband and a wife, right?
In the shop,
In a shop.
can I explain?
Can you explain?
Okay, so
Punk?
I'm in the shop getting my hair done. This lady in there talking about she want her husband to fuck her like a slut sometimes, but he don't. But he never has, and I'm like, so do you do anything to make him feel like that? And she's like, her whole story was just kind of crazy. It was like they've been together, think like 11, 12 years. She ain't sucked no dick until 3 years into the marriage. They was together 2 years before marriage. So that's 5 years that you ain't get no head.
Wait, she didn't get here.
Give.
Oh, she didn't.
I'm
get
assuming
head?
she ain't get it either. 5 years, she ain't give no head. They was married 3 years before she gave head. I'm like, how long was y'all together before marriage? She said 2 years. So that's 5 years and you ain't get no head. Y'all been together like 11 years, 12 years. But now all of a sudden you want him to treat you in a way that you ain't never showed him. And I'm like, do you act like a slut at all? Like, sometimes I just want to get bent over the couch but we have kids. I said, so you okay with your kids seeing you get bent over the couch? No. So why would you expect your husband to just do that? Then I'm like, do you ever just grab your husband, like shoot him a text message, baby, meet me in the bathroom? Woo. No. So if you never present yourself in such a way, why after 12 years you expecting this man to all of a sudden treat you this way? It don't make sense to me.
It don't. 5 years.
I was lost at that point.
I am still stuck on the head part. I was stuck on the head part. Okay,
I was lost at that point too. Like, wait, what? 5 years?
So what was her response when you asked her though? Like, did you ask her those questions?
Yes.
Okay.
And
what did
she
she
felt
say?
like he should just know. And I'm like, what? So he's supposed to know that you want to get fucked like a slut. Like, is this something that happens?
Is he like a cornball or something?
And that's what. And she's like, no. She said he used to be an athlete in high school, and he probably did all this shit with females back then. But she was his first girlfriend, like the first woman he ever took home to mom's or whatever at 17. She was his first girlfriend, and he never treated her like a whore, slut, whatever. So why do you think after 12 years he just gonna do that?
Do she?
That is not the point of the conversation.
But do she? Because I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, you asked her, like,
she sounded like a nerd. Like,
so she don't present herself in such a way.
she don't present, and that was my thing. Like, do you present yourself in such a way for him to look at you like that?
So
because dress up. Put on some little slutty clothes or something. Make him feel like, damn, baby, but if you ain't doing none of that,
he might not be that type though. You know, he might not receive that well.
So then you talk communication. That's why I'm like, do you tell him these things? No. Fuck, he's supposed to know.
I really don't have no argument with that.
Like, how you supposed to know?
She must ain't had no whole face.
Okay, guys.
17. They got together at 17. She probably didn't have a whole face. Then, this was the killer. She tried to bleach this nigga clothes.
Wait, why?
He was in the military. Came home. She saw a note, a love letter in his bag. She said she read the first paragraph, stopped reading, threw all his shit in the tub, bleached it, learned a lesson.
What the first paragraph say?
Hold on. Can't bleach military clothes. I don't remember what it said. She say her husband come home like, did you read the whole letter? She like, no. Whole time, he just scooped all the shit off the dresser. It was his bunkmate letter. So it wasn't even his shit. So you just half-ass read a letter. You pissed off, done bleached his clothes and everything else. And she like, oh, I didn't say sorry. I don't say sorry. Like, you guys really say sorry? Like, I just cooked his favorite meal or something. Like, what?
That was her. That must have been that love language thing or something like that.
And that's what she kept trying to say. Like, we don't say sorry. He'll clean up the house or something, and I'll make his favorite meal, and we just keep going. I'm like,
their way of forgiveness. That's their language.
Y'all believe in that shit?
The love language?
I kind of believe in the love language shit, but I feel like if you don't address what you just did, like, damn, baby, I'm sorry, I just bleached your shit.
Tried to
bleach it. You will probably try to do some dumb shit like that again, because you didn't show me that you felt bad for doing that at all. And then she literally said he shouldn't have been careless. Careless, he scooped his bunkmate shit up because he just throwing shit in his bag to go home. And he shouldn't have been careless. I wanted to ask her if she was cheating when she said the nigga wouldn't fuck her like a slut. I wanted to ask her, like, so do you
think that that's what happens? Like,
people be cheating?
If you ain't getting it how you want it, but the thing about it is she never told him. So if she cheats, she in the wrong for that, because you got to let me know what I'm doing wrong.
Hold on,
first.
so if she told the nigga she ain't wrong if she go cheat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right, because it was sounding different.
It's wrong either way, but I'm saying, like, She probably finna.
Nah,
She probably finna go cheat.
on some real shit. If she communicated that with him and the
he
nigga ain't
fixed it up.
adjust and she went and cheated, she still bogus for cheating.
bogus.
But I could semi understand, like, nigga, she crying out to you, telling
Is she
you
though?
what she, if she communicated to him.
And he ain't fix it.
Yeah, is she? I mean,
I ain't bogus.
So
Nah, you still a
saying
little bogus.
If
No,
she,
I'm bogus, but you should do like an axe.
if
and
she,
I agree with that, especially Mary. Like,
right?
Do like an axe.
bust that shit open. How I want you to bust it open.
Make the straw come through and pop.
Bloop.
Open it out. Open it up.
I've never heard that before. I'm like, what?
But yeah, I'm in the shop. Like, you serious right
So
now?
I do. Okay, so for me, if I want my man to,
I guess the real question is that a thing that women want to be fucked like a slut?
Yes.
What does that entail?
killer, oh, look at me, killer say no, cocaine killer say no. For me, it's a no for me.
You don't want to be fucked like a slut.
I don't.
So you want the sensual shit all the time.
I'm very sensual. Yes.
Have you ever been fucked like a slut?
She ain't never had
What
a whole
Punk
phase, so
said?
probably not.
What's okay, guys? What does that entail? So let me know what that entail first, and then I'll be able to respond.
Choke me, spank me, pull my hair. Choke me, spank me, pull my hair.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, slut me out.
Okay, so let
I
me
might
ask
say
you.
too much.
Let me
that
ask
shit.
you. Okay, so what does that like give you like a climax though?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I've had that before, but
Where
it
if you
does
get
nothing.
up, when you
for
get
me.
up afterwards, you're gonna be dizzy. You're gonna be looking for dots. See dots. Yeah.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I have had sex that way, but it does nothing for me. Like,
So you don't like rough sex at all?
no.
It don't really have to be technically just rough. It could just be like
If you smacking,
not
if you smacking me,
You don't like
smacking
your
my
ass smacked?
I mean, like DDT me and shit. Like the fuck.
Ain't nobody say
Like,
that.
that's wrestling. That's wrestling.
You don't
I'm
like your
just
ass
saying,
smacked?
like, I mean, yeah, it's cool. Here's the thing, guys. So there's
Guys.
level.
Crazy.
There's levels. There's levels to.
Use your imagination.
There's levels to sex with me. Like there's different levels to it. But
So you ain't reached that level yet.
I'm not saying I haven't, but listen, me and my ex had great sex.
We
Very,
didn't say
very
you
great
didn't,
sex.
but you didn't reach that level yet. You saving it for me.
It seemed the great sex part. It seemed like it was
Fuck you,
like
bro.
it seemed like it was like it seemed like it was just like submission.
This nigga might hear this. I don't want him to feel like we want to get.
No,
It
it
was like
wasn't
some
that at
missionary
all.
like
That's
I
no.
don't know.
No. It ain't nothing like that. I'm
Soft porn.
I'm Stop coming for me, bro. No pun intended. Okay.
Let's grind first.
Hey, the
So
grind be
you
popping
saving it
though.
for
Don't
marriage?
sleep on the grind in the foreplay. Like don't do that. Cause
The grind and the foreplay. Don't try to add foreplay with your
Yeah.
grind. The grind is like sixth grade or something.
It gives me lesbian
Ain't nothing wrong.
Oh
Ain't nothing
my
wrong with the
God.
grind. Let me not do you like that.
I'm a very sensual type person. I like romantic type of things. I like things to be slow and smooth and like, you know.
Be romantic with me, then slut me out.
That's what I'm saying though. I'm good with
Say
that.
that a little
That's
bit
why
louder
I
for the people in the
said-
back.
Be romantic first, then slut me out.
But that's why I said there's levels to it though. Like we have to start. I prefer to start off, you know, and then we get to whatever we gonna get to. Anyways, this ain't about how I like sex. Okay, guys, we were talking about the woman in the shop who wanted to be smashed like a slut, and her dude didn't do it because she didn't communicate that. If I want sex a certain way, I'm going to tell you. If we are in the process of having sex and it's not good, I'm going to stop you and say, hey, whoa there.
Do it like this.
This doesn't feel great to me. Does this feel great to you? Because it don't to me. And it usually does because it ain't nothing but about the in and out for y'all niggas.
Ew.
That's a lie.
Tell me about it.
I just got through telling my dude the other day that I was his little whore. Like, do whatever you supposed to do, whatever.
You smart.
Because if I don't do the role, he's
Somebody
gonna
else will.
see somebody else doing it. He's gonna be like, "Did you see that? And you ain't doing that?"
What, on porn?
Nah, we don't watch porn. I ain't
So
into
how he
porn.
gonna see somebody else being a slut?
He might see something else. He might see something else, but I had to tell
But
him the other day, like
everything-
I had to tell him the other day, like, you got me. I could be a whole lot of different women's. A whole lot of different.
In real life, you gotta kind of be whatever your partner wants you to be. You should. I got boundaries.
Most men do.
Yeah, I got boundaries. I ain't with can't no other dude come in the bedroom. So if you thinking that, cancel it. And I ain't with the anal play on me shit. Cancel it.
That's how most of y'all guys are.
But
Can't play
anything,
with the booty hole just a little bit. What about
Nah.
that little?
no, not the gooch
not the
area.
gooch.
No, I mean,
Y'all niggas like that gooch. Y'all be flanging like a motherfucker, bro. Like for real
shit,
though.
if it's happening in the middle of what's going on, as long as don't nothing go in there, long as don't nothing slip up in there, we good.
Every woman know, not every woman, but most women know how far to go. We know where that spot is, and y'all niggas like that.
Yeah, some of y'all be trying.
And y'all
some,
be
some of y'all
flanging,
be
trying to
trying
act
some
like
other
y'all
shit.
don't like it.
I ain't with the trying no other shit. However, if you tell me you want to try something, you want to do something, I'm like, yeah, what up? Cause you my significant other. What the fuck I'm gonna tell you? No. So you could be thinking about that shit.
Like this nigga just told me.
No, and then some other nigga be like, damn, baby, I eat your booty hole. And I'm over here like, no.
You ain't eating the booty hole?
Huh?
You not eating the booty hole?
Not every day, but I.
Said not every day.
But I don't.
only eat the booty hole
I
sometimes.
have zero issues with it. I mean, it's part of foreplay.
I only
Like,
eat the booty hole sometimes.
Oh my god.
This nigga said not every day.
you want your booty ate every day?
Maybe.
I don't really get no pleasure out of that though.
I mean, maybe
I mean,
not.
it's just
I
the
don't know.
idea of it being like freaky. Like it's a freaky. It's a freaky thing, but
Done right.
I mean,
But,
it don't really. It ain't a big deal. How do you do it? How do
Wait,
you do
how,
it?
how do they do it?
Yeah,
I
like
don't-
what do they be doing? Yeah, what makes you do the
I don't
Harlem
even know
shake?
what I don't even know what the fuck he did. Like it just happened. It just happened. Like it just happened. It just happened.
I
He's
gotta
like,
know a motherfucker fresh out the shower. You just got to getting in that motherfucker.
You can't just like.
Nah, that ain't no.
"Hey, Maz,
you probably
Maz,
just
Maz
took a
was
dump or
Maz was a
That
surprise.
ain't we walking in the house and I'm licking booty hole. Nah.
Maz was a surprise out the shower.
I'm right.
It was
But
like
he
a
knew you got out the
surprise.
shower.
So what he
See
do?
that?
Spread your cheeks or what?
No, I was like bent over I was like linked over the couch getting something,
Ew.
and he was like, he was like,
Is this the couch that I be sitting on?
Nah,
Booty juice on that motherfucker.
nah,
Sitting on the floor from now
no,
on.
it was like give me some head or whatever. And it's just like
Just went up there.
I was like, what is this? What is this magical feeling? Like it just started rolling.
Thought it was some lucky charm.
I was like, that is magical. When you gonna do that again? When is that
Really?
gonna happen again?
Do you orgasm
Yeah.
in your butt? I don't even know why I asked that question. I don't even really want to know.
I don't know what had happened.
Females do orgasm from anal.
I meant from like licking it though.
I don't know.
females orgasm through anal.
Ain't
I
never
don't know
been down
how,
that long
but-
enough to figure that part out.
He was like, all right, baby, my
not
time
really,
is up.
not really trying to.
Smack it and keep going.
But no, I actually like seriously.
Cause is it like the same as like eating, like you eat vagina? Is it the same way?
Nah,
Licking
it ain't
vagina,
the same.
sucking vagina? Cause all you mostly do is suck.
It ain't the same way. Suck.
Cause you suck the clit.
You suck the clit.
You do. Yeah. That's where the most. I mean, you don't suck it like it's like whatever. Anyways, get off of me.
I'm trying because you said suck. I'm trying
You
to figure
do,
this thing
'cause-
out. You suck it.
And you suck it though.
Hmm.
You. I hope you ain't licking it like it's like a like. I don't fucking know.
Like a cat.
That's just weird. Like no woman like that don't feel like nothing, bro. And if she's acting like she like it, she's lying.
If that motherfucker squirt, then what she doing? She still lying.
I can't. Ain't got nothing to do with that.
Alright. I'm just trying to figure it
That's
out.
above my pod grade. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing
You
about the
ain't
squirting
squirting
grade.
either.
Listen, bro,
That's because
that's
you
too
ain't getting
much.
fucked like a slut. I'm gonna need you to figure this out.
That okay, guys. I don't think that's
That don't matter. It don't. It really don't matter. I'm gonna stop. Let me stop messing with you with this. It's okay
let me,
that you don't
let me
like that.
quench my thirst on that one. Don't like what?
Being
Squirting?
fucked like a slut. It's okay.
I never
Oh, you don't
said
like
that.
squirting?
No, I'm just trying to understand what you were saying.
It gives me a very out of body experience. I be like, please,
Yes, that's the good part.
please, and then I just be like, huh. It's just depleted all my energy.
Now make me a
Gosh, what
sandwich.
happened? Yes, make me a fucking sandwich.
You
And
can
some
you
chips
can
on
have
the
a
side.
sandwich after that
I
shit.
don't want no chips on the side. I just be needs a sandwich or maybe Italian beef. The Italian beef is better.
Some fries, mouse sauce.
Need some Gatorade.
You need to replenish
Gotta
yourself.
put them fluids back in you.
Yes, yes.
Ew.
Hey, I change my sheets on the regular.
That's why.
You
That's why I
sound
stayed
like the
at your
lady
house.
in the shop.
I change my
Nah,
sheets
it's
on
nothing.
the regular.
It's only because that's Kian. That's why. Like, it's. Anywho, bro, chill. We know what's about to happen when we leave here tonight, guys. Nah, we know what you about to do, shorty.
He gonna be glad you came in podcast. You
This
got you
is like
thinking and
literally.
shit.
Spill the beans.
Yesterday was enough for me.
Was it now?
Yes, it was enough yesterday.
Did he make you bounce and break your back?
It was Labor Day. So I did a
Oh,
lot of labor.
did you now?
3 times.
In one day?
Yes.
In what
And then I
increments?
went to the gym.
What was the
And then
increments?
I
Like,
came
what was the
back.
time?
You working.
Yes, I'm still tired.
Work it
You know,
out. You on that Kanye
They say
plan?
that sex helps you lose weight.
Hey, I was on top of him going, you gonna buy me a car?
He said, yeah, didn't he?
I was like, you gonna buy me a car? I was like, can you buy me a car?
That's why I just shut
I
the
was like,
fuck
can I
up.
have your paycheck? I was like, can I have your paycheck?
So what is the craziest thing y'all have said during sex?
You my bitch.
He slapped you.
And I done heard it. And I done heard a dude say, let's go back to that, the gooch, that little thing under there.
He wanted that shit. Man.
He was like,
He a little suspect
said,
to you?
Yes, it was
Okay.
suspect as
All
hell.
right.
He had to
Okay.
stop. He said, lick this pussy. Oh, everything. He said,
Look at Punk
he said, fuck yeah, lick this pussy. I
So
was
this
like,
nigga got a whole vagina now.
I halted. Wait, he lifted his leg.
Ooh, 1 or 2.
One leg.
He held it up with his hand
Yes.
and said,
We
"Wow."
not having this conversation. I feel very uncomfortable right now.
No,
That
I bet
nigga's
you
a-
do.
Okay, tell me more.
I bet
Tell
you
me
do.
more. So he lifted his leg up.
He
and
lifted
then
his
what?
leg up. I had to stop.
These niggas
I was like,
weirdos out here.
I was like, what? And he was like, never mind. And I
Maybe he was
like,
just thinking about having a threesome or something.
Why would he say lick this pussy?
I don't know.
That's
I
like-
was trying to take up for the nigga.
I quit.
You gave up.
I quit.
I had a friend one time. This girl told him smack this pussy, and we was like, "So what you do?"
Wait,
And he
he said what? The girl said what?
This girl told him to smack her pussy, and we like, "So what you do?" He like, "I smacked that motherfucker."
Got to see it through, my boy.
How do you smack it?
I don't know. So you getting your pussy smacked. So you getting your pussy smacked.
If you
but
land on top of it, you just like you pop it. You don't smack it, but you just pop it. Like you pop it like this.
So you getting your coochie smacked.
No, I'm just saying, it's logical sense. You know.
She might have
I've
wanted
never
the
gotten
lips
my
and shit
vagina
smacked.
smacked.
dog.
Like I wish a nigga would smack. I had a dude smack my tits before and shit. Like just it's some weird like
What?
and like just like
What do a nigga get out of that?
I don't know, but it happened and it was just like
I'm gonna try it. See,
okay.
maybe if I'm-
it
No,
felt
I'm
it
not.
felt like nothing.
I'm
but-
not, but I'm really I'm trying to figure out what you get out of smacking.
I don't know. What's the weirdest thing you've ever heard or said during sex?
I don't say much.
Besides that
I
one.
don't say much doing. Besides what?
Besides smack this.
Oh, that I've heard.
Yeah.
Shit, probably her talking about this nigga talking about lick his pussy.
That definitely took the cake.
But I don't say much during sex.
Oh,
so
that's so boring. It's the
No.
talking all day
yeah,
long.
I don't say much.
Except for when it's like so PG. Like, you know, like if somebody be like,
You don't want no rough sex. You don't want to be
like-
fucked like a slut, but you want a nigga to talk to
give
you
me,
dirty.
like, take this big cock. Like, what the
You
fuck?
fucking with white people.
Like, what are you saying right now? Girl, who's this? Like,
the first thing that came
it
to my
just be
mind.
It be
Take this
some
big
weird
cock.
shit.
What?
Like, you got some big old fat juicy titties or something like that. Like, that shit just is dumb to
People
me.
say that during sex.
I've heard it before.
What have you heard? You haven't heard none of those things? Or is it silent sex for you other time?
Silent sex is boring.
Nah, I didn't say it just be
big.
silent. I said I don't talk much,
I'm
but
saying, the question was, what have you
That's how I feel about punk sex life.
yeah, it'd be boring. Yep, that's what it be.
Snooze, and I'm
I
knocked
picture you
out.
like having Tourette's when you nut. You give me
might.
you give me Tourette's vibes like you fucking nutted out of nowhere. Like you give me that vibe like
I don't do
fuck.
Be
Since
quiet
you,
as hell,
since
and
you
then
quiet as
all of a
hell,
sudden,
since
just
you
be
quiet
like,
as hell,
oh,
you just
Damn.
motherfucking shit.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, thanks, baby.
Oh shit! Watch out.
A kiss on the forehead.
What do y'all think about after sex? Like, do y'all lay
Keep
in the
going.
bed next
Oh.
to each other, or do you go get in the shower?
Keep going.
Okay, after the keep going part.
My weird ass just laying in the bed. I'm just laying
You
in the
just
bed.
lay
I
in the
wanna.
nut.
I'm gonna go get a towel and
At some
clean
point.
up, but then I'm just laying in the bed.
Do you want
I'm
your
not
lady
going
to
to get
lay
in
in
the
the bed
shower.
with you?
Yeah,
Like, y'all just
why
wanna
the
lay
fuck
in it?
not?
So
My
somebody
dick get hard again. I'm gonna try to
somebody
slide back
has
up in
told
there.
me
huh?
that I was like messing up the mood.
Cause you wouldn't have got your ass in the shower.
I did.
Yeah, what the fuck you doing? What
Yeah.
germs? You finna get some more germs. These motherfuckers all in your bed. What germs you wiping off?
But I'm saying in my vagina, like I
You
need
finna
to
get
go
some more.
and maybe not. But it don't matter. It's still gonna wet up the same way. So you ain't missing out on nothing. You just moving into a clean slate. Literally. That's it.
Yeah, you tweaking.
I always but somebody did tell me like, oh, you messing up the mood because you don't lay, like you just lay in the bed. Like niggas wanna lay in it.
Yes,
I don't wanna lay in it.
Let's just lay
I
here.
want to go get in the shower and possibly
I
how
might
depending
cuddle
on how
up
good
with my
it is,
emotional
I'm
ass,
gonna go to sleep. Yeah, you will.
and we gon' chill.
Baby, hold me.
Nah, I'm not being held, but
You look like a nigga that be getting held.
nah, I ain't with that shit.
Wrap your arms around me.
Nah,
It's
that's
cool.
kind of weird.
Niggas like getting held too, man.
I be
Nothing wrong
like,
with
scoot over a little bit. Watch out. It's
that.
hot.
Give me space.
Give me a little space.
You that
Where's
guy?
that sandwich?
nigga grabbing titties and shit while you telling me give you space.
I'm like, man,
Yeah.
watch out.
I might go clean up a little bit in like 5 or 6 minutes. Dang,
I
but
mean,
he
I'm
just
always-
be like right back on it.
See, I'm always ready for the go, but I don't.
I'm surprised I ain't pregnant.
I wish I knew how to make the sound. I wish I knew how to make the sound of a cricket right there.
Look,
I was about to try.
Look, I was thinking for some reason all that popped in my head was doom doom.
Law order.
Shit. All right, guys, but on a more serious note, right?
You really like to get right up after you have sex?
Yeah, I do.
No.
Since y'all getting serious, are you gonna get to your serious topic?
How do
Yeah, I want
we?
No, we can. I'm with the shit.
I'm with the shit.
So, this whole Texas abortion law shit.
Cause as we talking about cleaning shit up and nutting in people and all of
Yeah,
that
you
shit
know, y'all
being,
feel like
on
y'all
the
gotta
front and the
go-
backside.
Y'all
So,
gotta go piss,
let's
flush
do
the
it.
semen out and all that shit. Yeah, you know, it don't.
They don't work.
What about that pre-cum though? Does that pre-cum do a thing? I'm just saying.
I've heard it do, but I don't know.
I don't know either.
How
I
y'all
mean,
feel about the abortion law?
what's the law? You can't have
That
an
you can't
abortion.
have an abortion after 6 weeks.
Or
If you do, you can be sued. You can be sued for $10,000. Well, the hospital or anybody that helped the person get the abortion can be sued up to $10,000.
What if I just find out at 6 weeks?
Yes, it's fucked.
So I don't have. It's basically like I don't have no rights.
To get an abortion after 6 weeks?
Yes,
Nope.
that's wrong.
Why?
Because what if I just found out? What if I'm just not found it out and they be like, "Oh, you 5.9 weeks, so you got a day.
Yes, better schedule that motherfucker right then.
So you got a day." As it just seems unfair. 6 weeks is what
It seems unfair to who?
to the woman. And it seems unfair to the woman and the man.
Does it?
Oh.
It's a month.
Open that thing up.
Oh, okay.
It's a month and 2 weeks.
So it's unfair to who?
It's unfair to the woman and the man.
Oh, so you're actually thinking about the man.
I actually think about the man too
okay.
because some men want a child.
I like that in you.
Some men want a child.
I like that in you. Because that's my biggest issue.
Some men want a child, but a lot of men don't.
We ain't even finna go there.
And a lot of women want a child, and a lot of women don't.
So y'all ass should have been.
They asses should have been. They
should have been wrapping
on
it up.
whoever should have never been having
Shoulda been
unprotected
wrapping it up.
sex.
Exactly.
So it's unfair on both counts.
Yeah.
So now I'm finna have a child that I don't really want or he don't really want. So it's like now it's fucked up for the child.
So y'all shouldn't have been being irresponsible. Yes, cocaine.
Co-killer.
So I don't agree or disagree with what you just said, Montana. But even beyond that, someone gets pregnant or if somebody gets raped, you know, and you don't always, women don't always find out that they pregnant right away. Sometimes you don't find out until after 4 weeks. It just depends on the woman's body. So if you find yourself in an unfortunate situation to where you pregnant, you are forced to have this baby, knowing that this is a baby that you didn't try to have, you didn't plan to have, but now you have to have it. And you, one, already have to deal with the trauma behind being raped. And now you have to look at a child that you didn't plan to have, which is going to be a constant reminder of that. It's not, yeah, but that's even more trauma too, because you carry a kid for 9 months and then now all of a sudden you have to get rid of it. So it's trauma on top of trauma on top of trauma. It's triple trauma. So why am I like unrelieved of that privilege or whatever you want to call it to not be able to make that choice for myself? I think that a
So
lot
let's
of things.
not talk about the rape part, because I'm all with you. If somebody get
Okay.
raped, they should be able to get an abortion.
Right, so
Like,
the
you
law,
shouldn't-
because
yeah,
that's always going
if
to
you
be
was
a
raped,
case.
yeah, you
But
should be able to get an abortion.
even still, I feel like as a woman,
So if you wasn't raped,
if I was not raped and I had unprotected sex, now I'm all about, you know what you're doing when you're doing it. You know, if you having unprotected sex, it's a possibility that you might have a kid. So prior to you having sex, that may be something that you, unprotected sex, that may be something that you should be thinking about. Think about this nigga that you rocking with and you
or
smashing.
not rocking with, you
or
just
not
saw the nigga
rocking
in the
with,
club and decided to
and
bust
it
it
just
open.
happened.
No Philly.
And but it's I'm all about it's not even just female or male. I'm just all about human rights. Like I feel that people should have.
So you saying a woman should be able to get an abortion?
I feel like a human being in general should be able to do whatever it is when it pertains to who they are, their body,
Do the man have any
whatever it
rights?
is. Yes.
So should he be able to tell a woman he had unprotected sex with not to get an abortion?
Yes. But it's up
So
to
then-
those two.
I hope he take the baby.
Because when
But
you
it's
think
not
about
up.
it,
It's not up to those two with what you saying, because if you just saying she should have rights, she go get an abortion and fuck with how dude feel.
No, but I'm not saying a woman should have more rights than that man in the sense. But if those two are participating in sexual activity or whatever, they know the probability of them getting pregnant. Somebody's getting pregnant. We gonna have a baby. But
Half on the bed. Okay.
but a lot of times also, no shade to the fathers out there that's doing their thing. But a lot of times
Here we
women, I'm just saying, women are more liable for this kid than the men are. Women have to take on a I'm not gonna say a lot, but they have to take on majority of that's the same thing as a lot. Majority of the responsibility of for that kid.
I don't identify with the fuckery, so
You don't because you're a father, you're a husband, you take care of your kids. So you can't identify with that. But there are men out here, and I have a lot of friends that are parents. I have family members that are parents, that are single parents, that laid up here and did the same very thing that they significant other did. We both had sex unprotectedly. And we knew,
and I don't know no deadbeat daddies.
and we knew, and I do. And I do.
I'm just saying I
but,
don't.
But that's where I'm coming from, though. So if I'm rocking with a dude who, yeah, we was having unprotected sex, and we got a baby now. But if I know this nigga ain't about to be about me and my kid, I got a choice. Either I'm going to raise this kid on my own or I'm going to get an abortion. If I feel like I am not in a place to have this kid.
So what about if a woman want to get an abortion and a man say no, I'll take my kid? Then what?
It's up to that man, and he
No.
can take the
Then
kid.
what?
He can
Hold
take
on,
the kid.
but is the
He can take
woman
the kid.
is the woman finna go through that 9 months and have the baby and get a man that kid?
If he notarized it,
Or-
he put it in paper. We gonna get a contract, and he
or-
say that he gonna have that
But
kid. Absolutely.
let's be realistic.
When you talk about realistic,
Realistic.
about
If a woman want to
statistics?
get an abortion, she gonna go get an abortion.
sure,
Women ain't going and having kids and giving it to the daddy.
because the daddy ain't always trying to get the kid.
But in the cases that they are, then what?
Where are the cases at? Have you seen any studies? Because the only thing you know is you and your people in your circle who you know.
I feel like
who
that's
aren't
all.
deadbeat
That's
dads.
all. That's all we know is us and our circle.
Right, but no, because when we do talk about different things, you know, just the same way that you talked about other things earlier. Why do all women say this and why do all women say that? We could talk about how men are not being responsible for their kids. Men are not taking care of their kids. So it's
But if you want to do
it's
that,
a general consensus.
if you want, no, it's not. It's not the same as what it used to be. I had a whole argument with a nigga on social media about this.
Well, we ain't about to argue today.
No, I mean it ain't an argument, but he had this thing where it was like black men need to take care of their kids and blah blah blah, and the percentage is like 75% of black men not taking care of their kids, and I'm like, bro, this got to be old statistics, because right now today you can't tell me 75% of black kids ain't got no daddy.
It's a very
Nah.
large amount,
No.
and I
It ain't
I can
75%.
I can definitely speak to
Look it up
the
right
fact
now
that
today. It ain't. Nah.
there are a lot of men out here, and I see them all the time, every day, different ones, shades, colors, not even just black men. There are men out here that are not taking responsibilities for their shorties.
I see a lot of men that do take responsibility.
You
for
got
their
some men
shorties.
out here that
And
feel
I-
like responsibility
Shit,
is
everywhere.
child support.
Huh?
You have some men out here that think responsibility is child support. So let's talk about that. Like some
What
men
about
think that, oh, I'm paying child support for my shorty, so I don't need to do anything else. Oh, my shorty got a doctor's appointment. You got that. I pay child support. I don't need to do nothing else. I'm doing my part.
Why do the man think that? I'm not saying he right for thinking that, but why do he think that?
Only thing that I'm saying is it goes right along with a nigga
You
not
ain't
taking
answer
care
my
of his
question though.
shorty.
Why do he think that?
I don't know why this nigga think that, but some men think like that. Some men think that way. They think that responsibility
Hold on.
is you
So
put me
how
on
many
child support.
how many women that if a man spending time but they not financially whatever, they'll tell them they put them on child support because they need the money part. Money. Like, come on. But how
I
many?
really- I
the
really-
same
I
the
really
same
think-
way as so many men out here not taking care of their kids. How many women out here bitter?
a lot. It's a lot of women out here
Exactly.
better. It's
So
a lot of
that's
women. It's a
that's
lot of women
the
out here better, and it's a lot of dudes out here that ain't taking care
that
of their
ain't
kids.
it. Uh,
It's
it is,
okay.
but I don't
They
think it's the same as it was before this generation. Like I see too many people who grew up without fathers that take care of their kids because they not having that same trend. I don't think the statistics are the same from 20
I
years
get
ago.
it. I get
I
that.
can't believe that. But at
I
the
get
end
that.
of the
But
day,
I see a lot of
to your child
dudes that's
support thing, I know people who've been put on child support that spend time with their kids and everything else. This lady have another kid and now you want to up my child support because you know I got a good job.
bitter,
What the fuck do that got to do with me spending time with my kid? Or the fact that
mad.
I was coming to get my kid every other weekend, driving 4 hours to pick him up, go to his games, do all of this, and paying child support, giving you money, whatever you need. But I'm gonna put you on child support because
Bitter.
exactly. So it's on both sides. It's not like it's just a man woman thing. And I ain't gonna lie. I told my buddy, nigga, when she upped his child support, I wouldn't give her another dime. You ain't no reason to call me asking me for no money because you put me on child support.
Right.
So then you don't need to call
I
me and
wouldn't give
ask
her
me for
nothing
no
either.
money. No, I'm still gonna come kick it with my kid and see him and do whatever the case is. But outside of that, no.
It's women out here that's just mad and bitter. They can't take
It
it,
is. And
and
that shit is sad.
they go get a modification. They go down to child support to get a modification because I see you with somebody else,
Yeah, exactly.
and
That shit is.
I see that it look like y'all is happy. So I'm finna try
I'm
to
finna fuck that
throw a
up.
monkey wrench in that.
I just feel like black men, and I don't really. Let me not say I don't care about other races. Let me not say I don't care.
I
about
think a
other
lot
races,
of
but
men get the ass end of the stick.
all the time.
Good men, good fathers get the ass end of the stick because it's a lot of fathers that I've seen that want to be in their kids' lives, and I want to take care of my kids, and I want to do this and do that without going through the court. But if I see you with somebody else and I see that you happy, then I'm finna take you
I'm
to child
pissed.
support because I'm mad right now. I'm pissed.
And some of the like even the statistics, like some of that shit to me still be skewed because a lot of that shit go off of census,
Yeah, F that.
which they not even saying a daddy live there. They just these are the people who here. I can't say this nigga live here because of whatever reason. Like shit, I don't know. The world just be fucked up. But I feel like men is taking way more responsibility for kids than they get credit for. Definitely right now.
I can see that.
Punk is a great dad. Let me say that, right?
Can you be my kid's daddy?
He really is. He really is. So I get why he is on the fence that he's on. Not defense, but he's on the fence that he's on. He's with his men, his black men or whatever that are taking care of their kids. So if we want to talk statistics, for black, we'll just say black American men, there are a total of 5,988,000 out of 5,988,000. It's 64% of black men that aren't taking care of their kids, which is very close to being majority rules from 100%. You think about 64%, close to 70%. So 30% of dads, black men, are not like 36%. Okay, if you want to be specific, cool.
Pacifica.
But
That's you.
I do see a lot of that going on where men aren't there for their kids.
I don't know. I don't see it.
I
don't see it.
But and if you even
He ain't like this one.
if you even go deeper though, and it's cool if you don't see it, but in my line of work, like I do see it all the time, like a lot of times, and it's very unfortunate because you think about the cycle and how it go when you think about how our society is when it comes to these young black boys that be out here and they do different things. They out here shooting or they doing whatever it is.
A lot of them is mimicking.
Cause that's my question. Like, how do
But
you see
if
it?
they
Cause
mimicking
these
their
niggas
fathers
doing what
that
they
are
daddy
there, can you
doing.
really say that their father is there? Just
That
because
ain't
you
the
are there physically
question.
don't
That is not.
mean
So
that you there.
you just said just because you pay child support but you don't go to doctor's appointments is you really present. Now you
Yeah.
saying if you there but you teaching the nigga some shit that
That's-
society don't like, is you there?
That's not what I said.
You not
That's
there
what
even
you
if
just questioned
No,
though.
that's not what I said. Let me
That
clarify what
is.
I
You
said
said if
though.
you showing him.
guys, like if you teaching the guy or the girl.
Wait a minute. Let me clear this up because that's not what I said. What I said was I have a friend whose
Nah, not right now.
kid's father said that he paid child support. So when it's time for her shorty to go to the doctor, he say, I don't need to go to the doctor. I don't need to do any of that because I'm paying child support. So child support is his only way of him taking care of his kid or him being
Okay.
there for his kid. You
So
said
now-
something completely
so now
different.
get to the point of the kids who learning street shit from their daddies.
Well,
What
I
did you
wasn't
say?
saying that. Montana was saying that.
Okay, but then what was your response to that?
I don't know. What did I say? Honestly, I don't know. What did I say? Tell me what I said so I can. You don't know what I said.
I don't.
Okay. Fuck out of here, bro.
It was something in the nature like
But it's no
The daddy ain't there.
shade. It's no shade to the
it
good
is
dads
shade,
that's
though.
out here. It's not though.
what's considered a good dad. You know, no, I'm finna tell y'all why this fucks me up so much, right?
Cause your ass and your feelings like always.
Yeah, about the no daddy shit, I am.
Because you a good dad and that's cool. But
it's
nobody's
deeper
coming
than
for
that.
you.
It's not even
It
about
ain't even
me.
that deep.
It's not even about me being a good daddy. I ain't have a daddy, right? But this nigga took care of my little sister, who came after me with another mama.
Mm-hmm.
His excuse to me was he had to be there for her because he didn't know how he knew my mother would do right by me. He wasn't sure with her. Okay, whatever. So my thing with that is my little sister tell me, oh, you don't know what I had to go through and all the shit he put us through and blah, 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 blah. Like he just did all this bad shit. Guess what? I would have rather knew the nigga growing up through all that bad shit and seen that than to not have him at all. So to act like, oh, he's teaching them something bad or whatever the case may be, it's still nothing like having your father present. Because you gonna get good and bad values out of whatever the fuck is going on. Period. So that shit fucks with me when people be like, oh, the daddy probably taught him that street shit. Maybe he did, but that's what the daddy know. What else did you expect him to teach him though? Probably the street shit. But could he got other values out of that street shit? Absolutely. So yeah, that fucks with me because y'all make it like it's pointless for a daddy to be around if he only teaching him some street shit that we look at as negative when you still can get real values out of that shit.
I don't think nobody said that though.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
I think I kind of said that.
Yeah, I ain't say that.
Whoever said
You
it.
said just because he around don't mean that.
Right. But just cause he around do mean a fucking lot
I
though.
was talking about the child support aspect. He said because I'm paying child support, I don't
But
need to go to doctor's
nah, we
appointment. I
saying
need to
after
pick them up from
after
school.
that. When
Right,
it
I
was
didn't
talked
say
about the
shit
street
else.
shit, you said just cause he around don't mean yes, just cause he's around means a lot. Especially to a kid. You don't know what that means to a
Damn.
kid. It means a lot, whether it's negative,
Kinda
positive, or
makes me wanna
whatever.
cry.
It means a lot just to be around.
You was telling him like, I know you say all of this about the dads that you see, but you don't really know. That's what this.
Yeah, that's kind of where that came from. Like,
Now, she
I'm-
wasn't
I
referring
ain't-
to the street thing. She had
because I know it's always listen. I'm the type of person, and I'm not gonna get off topic, but I take something away from everybody I meet, good or bad, negative or positive. It's always something to take away from that. So if a shorty got his dad there and maybe his dad ain't showing him things that we consider in our mind to be positive, he may get something out of it. Because you can have so many negative people around you to where you can grow up and learn that, yo, I don't want to do that shit. It's
Right.
a positive outlook. It's a positive outtake from that.
And I mean, that's what I did. He wasn't around, but the reason he wasn't around, I got positivity out of it. But if he was around, even with the negative shit he might have been doing, the point is you come from two people. So I spent a whole lot of life like, damn, my mama be telling me I should be like this, but I think like this. It wasn't until this nigga really decided to come around. I'm 20 something fucking years old, and I'm like, oh, this is where this thought process come from. So regardless of whatever the fuck the interaction is, if your daddy is around, people may think of it being minute. It don't mean much, but it's teaching you the fucking person that you are, because you still come from two people. So you got two sides. You getting one side and never getting the other side, but you wondering why I'm conflicted with this other side so much. Cause I don't fucking know this side.
Yo,
But if you know both of them, then it's like, oh, okay, I understand why I think like that, why I feel like that, why I do those things, why when this shit happen, I react this way.
This is cocaine, right? Killer right now. So this gonna bring me up to my next like topic, which I'm not gonna switch to right now. I'm gonna save it for the next one, but I'm gonna just put a pin in it right now. But I'm gonna tell y'all because I read a lot, and what I learned from this book, it was about male and female energy. So everything that you just said brought me to that thought about male and female energy, because your dad wasn't there, but your mom was there. And it's a difference. And when you grow up and you become a certain way, like you kind of like, you prosper.
Nah, that nigga emotional as fuck.
You prosper into like
I
whatever
got it from
your
both
being
sides.
is. Whatever your being is, right?
Yeah.
But you are more in tune with one part of energy. And I'm going to say this about you, Punk. And I know you, and I've known you for so many years. You have not tapped into, even though you're a male and there's no shade to you, because you got to understand a deeper level to it. You have not tapped into your, are you though?
Go ahead, say what you're saying.
You have not tapped into your male energy.
This is what's fucked up from what you're saying.
Wait, because we gon'
hold on.
We gon'
Just to respond. That's you thinking that my emotional shit come from my mama.
It had nothing to do with that.
You said my male. Guess what? My
males
mother
are
is
emotional too, though.
And my mother is the cutthroat.
Can you wait so that we could get a people what they want, so we could talk about it next time? Cause he trying to fuck me up right now. You feel me?
Man.
And he on it. He on it. But I want him to save it. I want him to save it. Because it may not be what you think that it is. It may or it may not have anything to do with the emotional part of a human being.
What's the male energy? You feel like
I got you. Don't worry about it. We're gonna save it for the people. You feel me? But we still on this topic.
It's not being around in their kids' life.
What you got?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I do got something to say, like, for real. What you were saying, Punk, about like you seeing what your actions and how you act because of this side and that side, that just brings me to my kids and how they are, because my children, 3 boys, 2 girls, raised by women, and everybody usually says that my boys act like girls emotionally because they don't have their father around. And what you were saying about, like, no matter how the dad is, can't take them out of the equation just because of how I feel of what they're teaching. Because my little son, when my little son goes with his dad, I stop him at the door and I be like, shake that off of you. That energy that you get from your dad's side, shake it off of you, because he come in the house with a different type of energy. And I be telling him I be like, gotta leave that outside.
As him.
He come in the
You
house.
gotta stop doing that, because he come in the house as him. He
Okay, so
got two different
you just let me
genetics
see
in
that.
him.
You just let me
Yeah.
you just let me see that. Because you know what? Another woman, instead of a man saying it, another woman would say like, "No, you gotta stop that because you don't want him to be like that." But I do need him to learn not to be so emotional because he's a little crybaby and he's 11 and he a crybaby to me. Like he be whining, and I know that can really like come from because it's all women that's around him raising him.
That's possible.
It's
I don't think
what you just said about how your dad is, like the bad stuff. That's the only thing that I look at about his dad is the bad stuff. I look at all of the bad stuff when in reality he could be showing him something worldly that
you can't show
I
him.
can't show him
You
and
ain't
I
gonna
don't even
never. You ain't
understand.
never gonna be able to show him because
And
unfortunately,
I always be saying that even when it comes to our daughters, even when it comes to our daughters and we say like, "Oh, your daughter didn't have a man growing up. She ain't have a father around, so she out here searching for a daddy because she ain't have her daddy around." That goes into that. Because if you ain't have a daddy growing up, and here you is a woman, you looking for a father figure and a man. You feel me?
yeah,
So like that just goes into what you're saying. So that just gave me a whole little thing about me like getting into it with this dude about like the stuff that he showing my son, cause it's stuff that he show my son that I just don't agree with. I just be like, why are you doing this? Like, did
at
you read him a scripture?
at the end of the day, your son gonna make his own choices.
Yes.
So like, even me being around my
I have to
pops,
believe that.
even me being around my pops and seeing like, damn, I'm a lot like this nigga. And my mama told me all this stuff, like never nothing about him, but just how I should be based on how she felt I should be.
Hmm.
So I grew up like I should be this type of person. I should be this. I should do that. And then, but I'm thinking, like, I don't really want to do that. Like, I don't feel like that. Why the fuck do I feel like that
That's deep.
when my mama telling me this and this all I know?
That's
So
deep.
then when me and him spend more time, it's like, damn, this nigga think a lot like I think. The same type of shit that
That's
I'm
deep.
thinking, he thinking. I be doing that because, damn. But it
And
don't
I gotta
make
give
it
him the
don't
choice to see if he really want to
want to
be
do
that
it. Don't
way
make me
or
exactly. I'm not gonna make the same decisions as my pops because at the end of the day, I still got my mama in me. I still was raised by her, so it's like a balance. But I get to make the decisions on what I want to do based off. Okay, I understand this side of me, and I understand this side of me.
but
Now
you
I
gotta
get to
come to your own
choose
common.
to figure out how I want to deal with that shit.
Hmm.
When
Now
we
it
just
just
X a person out, like, oh, you bad for this person. How? You stopping a person from really understanding who the fuck they are. How is he gonna understand a kid or she? How is she gonna understand who she is and she don't even know this whole other half of her?
mm, it just bring me back to what my son said something to me and he was like, boy, my daddy be with a whole bunch of different girls. I ain't gonna that's just why he just can't be with one lady. Yeah. So he got to see that type of stuff too. He got to see that type of stuff too to like know not to do that.
To make his own decisions,
To know
because he
like
gonna make
cuz he
his
got a
own
mama.
decisions.
Cuz he got a mama. So like he looking at it like that was just an eye opener. It was
Yeah.
just a real eye opener because it make me have to listen to him more and not just like be like, nah, I ain't finna let him go with him no more because
He gonna make his own
he
decisions
coming
at the
over
end
here
of the day.
with all these he coming back home with all these stories and I just be like, I don't want to hear none of that. But now I have to listen to him more so I can see what he's learning cuz he's actually really learning what to do and what not to do. And like, yeah.
All right, cool. So
Turn your radio down. Turn your radio
yeah,
down.
yeah. That's the end of the podcast, though. We about to wrap it up with all these heartfelt stories and shit like that.
Yeah, I don't like
I
you
appreciated that though. It
Sorry.
was some good gems that was
right now.
spreaded
Now I gotta
tonight.
go home and be all
And-
like, come here, son.
Yes, give your baby some love.
Come here.
That's what we gotta
Mommy's
do.
little man.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like a real radio personality person right now. Like y'all don't see how turned up I am, like,
we see.
cause we gotta wrap this shit up though, like real
All right,
talk.
cocaine.
But this was great. Next time we meet on Truth in the Booth, I'm about to come with some real shit for that ass. So
Save
y'all
it for the
niggas better be
booth.
ready. Save it for the booth.
I think we just need to go with truth
We
in the
not
booth
going
because
with Truth
clearly
in the
she
Booth.
keep fucking
That's
it
only
up.
because it was said too many times.
Clearly
No.
she keep fucking it up.
We like both, though.
It's always truth in the booth because really, like when we think about it, like we speaking our truth though, right?
Yeah.
There's no lies held in the booth.
That's why I thought truth in the booth just rocks.
I
so
just don't like how it
easy.
sound rolling off the tongue.
But you keep
I
saying
like
it.
Save it. That's only
She
because
keeps saying that. Motherfucker rolling, ain't it?
save it for the booth. Save it for the booth, punk. Save it for the booth. Okay. I'm gonna embed it in my mind and my system. It's there.
Until
It's
next
ingrained
time.
in. Until next time. This was a good one though. I appreciate that shit so.